To do it all in front of everybody. Let's show everybody how we make the sausage tonight, shall we? Yeah, David's saying, oh great, this is exactly the experience I wanted to have.
That's right, David.
Right. Okay, so, and we're
from New Jersey.
Yep.
He should be able to roll.
He's from Jersey, he can roll.
Yeah.
He can roll. And we've got Jack here tonight giving us the leg.
Jack doesn't care.
Jack doesn't care. And as long as poor Dan doesn't have to worry about that. Okay, so friends, if you're watching on YouTube, we're having a little bit of a late start.
I probably should throw Jack out of here. He's not going to be happy, but
we had the worst connection issues we've had in a long time. Don't know how connection's going for you all tonight, but it's been really interesting for us. So now I get to sign into YouTube again. I have to verify my identity. Okay, this says we're live. And so if you're watching live, thank you for watching, and let us know if you can hear everybody, okay? Oh, my husband's taking the cat away.
we're not officially
there
on,
he is. Yep, we're not officially on yet because I'm checking the sound and we're just testing everything live. Yep. That's Ron Cowie, the cat wrangler. Very important job. Yep. As you can see tonight, we have 0 graphics, and we have us, right?
We're simple.
Yep. We're going simple. We're going old school, kicking it old school. Dan's getting his microphone on. I'm entering my credentials to prove who I am. It's that kind of a night, friends.
I see us on YouTube.
Is it on YouTube? Is it successful? Oh, good. Something worked. Oh, that's so nice. Because, friends, it's been an interesting tech day. I hear you now.
I know you do, but I got to put the ear on.
Okay.
I got the sound in.
All right, so Dan is getting himself wired up so that way he can talk to the FBI.
Oh my God, I had a tech issue today too.
You did? What was your tech issue?
So, I had 3 different courts, one in person in Providence.
Are you allowed to talk about this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I'm just not allowed to give legal advice on a podcast, apparently.
Ah.
Yeah, we learned that the hard way.
I learned that the hard way when they rewrote my insurance policy, and I was honest enough to say that I helped Eden with a non-compete, which is just a contract, but somehow that made me an entertainment lawyer, and they wanted me to get a whole nother insurance policy.
Okay.
And then when they saw that I had that I did a webcast. Oh my God!
They were very upset.
Then they wanted to know, like, was I giving out legal advice, and how many viewers there were, and how much advice I was giving, and it was going to double or triple my malpractice, which is already outrageous. So basically, I said, "There's no way you're going to get sued because I'm singing for malpractice. I might get sued personally, but I'm not going to get sued for legal malpractice, right? So it's a malpractice policy.
Yeah.
They're not insuring me because I sing so bad dogs howl. That's not really compensable in a legal setting, right?"
She stares at the camera lovingly. Okay,
So,
you saying?
so
Continue.
needless to say, I had to commit in writing that I would not be giving legal advice over my podcast without buying another policy. So needless to say, I'm contractually obligated to not give legal advice over the air. Sorry. I can talk about legal issues, but I can't give advice to people who call
Okay.
in. Yeah.
All right, so tonight is Ask Me Anything, right?
Ask me anything,
Ask
just
me
not about
anything
law.
Up to a point.
Up to a point.
So what can we ask you about, Dan?
Oh, I don't know, but I want to tell you my tech failure. Are you
Okay,
ready?
tell us tech failure.
So I have to, that's why Eden made the joke about, can I talk about going to court?
Right.
So court in person, that took 2 hours in Providence. Then I have a gigantic, huge case in Hartford, Connecticut, but this was a video. But I had to be in court in Fall River, Massachusetts, so I drove straight out to Massachusetts, parked in front of the court, and went to log on using this horrible program by Microsoft called Meetings. But somehow the app had vanished from my phone.
It had vanished from his phone.
Gone.
It was totally gone.
So I quick and frantically Googled to get the app and download it. But instead of downloading a Microsoft product, I downloaded something with an extra digit in it that let my phone get hijacked by something, like all of a sudden the whole interface on my phone changes.
I downloaded the app and then my identity was gone.
Unbelievable. So I had to figure out how to get past, I don't even know what I did, but eventually I found where the app was, uninstalled it, and reset my phone in time to get my hearing done with the judge.
We just lost our guest. We lost
Our guest. What we gonna do?
We gotta get him back, or it's gonna be a show for two. Okay, David just wrote his OBS just died. Okay. Thank you, 3 people who are watching. Say hi in the chat on YouTube. That would be great. So for the last, I don't know, 4 hours. Hi, David.
Sorry.
I hear a disemboweled voice.
Let's try to fix
It's the voice of David.
We can hear David. Can you hear David, viewers? Because we are actually using a combination of techniques here, and a combination of things that are dainty and that could make us fail. So, careful. Be careful.
I think I just disconnected my...
right.
All right, I got everything.
You're
We're
on.
good. All right,
Okay.
no problem.
All right, that's all right.
I've never seen them do this before. Ah!
Be careful with your
I had to remove the cat from the room because it was trying to attack me because I had too many wires and they were moving.
The cat tried to attack me. He wanted to, yeah.
I don't know, lasers and...
Okay,
I am...
So, every time you are moving those wires, it makes this click sound.
I know, but
Is
I
that
can't
what that is?
sit still. I got ADD.
That thing?
Hold on, David. Let me get you back to this cluster frick called a live stream. Okay. You there?
Hello?
Okay, he's there. Now he's in the green room, and now I add him in. There he is. Hi.
Hi.
All right. And now I turn you down, right?
Oh my God, the first guest with a bigger smile than me.
There.
Hello.
All right. Ask us anything, but maybe don't ask us about tech because we might not have the best advice today. All right. So here's what happened, viewers. Here is what happened. Earlier today, David, when did we do our tech check? About what? Noon?
Yeah, 12:30.
Right. Okay. And everybody, I know David from the tech world and from low latency music world. And I thought, this is going to be so much fun to have on somebody who's so good with tech. And who is going to, if we have any problem, we won't have any problems because just naturally he's so good at it. And then about 2 o'clock on, I had one tech failure after another. So my camera failed. Then my MacBook dock failed on my MacBook Pro, and the dock is how I connect all of my peripherals, like my camera and my audio and everything. And so I spent like 2 hours trying to get all of that to work. I'm just playing blues music because it's more fun if I do it with blues music, right? So I got my camera not to work, and then Restream failed, and then I couldn't port audio no matter, so I wailed. And I just tried over and over again, and I kind of started calling you up and saying, what do we do? What do we do? And then you came on at 7 o'clock, and we tried to make this work, right?
Yes.
And that's where we are.
Sorry, I'm making these faces because my Elgato just died. Sorry.
You know, I'm not a fan of Elgato tonight.
Isn't Elgato a cat?
Elgato.
The cat, right? Elgato.
El gato.
Elgato, the cat.
Yes, and. Elgato.
It's because I threw the cat out of the room, isn't it? Cat karma.
But we're all color-coded, and that's exciting. We're all color-coded, and that's very, very exciting. But no, tonight it was just like I had this wonderful plan of all these fun things we were going to do. You look great, David. I mean, I don't know how you feel.
It's the FaceTime camera.
But your FaceTime camera is still pretty damn good. Right?
Yeah, it's a newer MacBook, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's pretty darn good. So what I'm going to try to do is
Hides
while
blemishes.
you blemishes. Oh please, you just had a birthday. You don't have any blemishes, right? Right? Yeah, I just had a birthday. I don't know. So yeah, I don't even have any like overlays or anything fun things that I can tell people who you are. So I'm so bummed I can't do that.
I dealt with a lawyer today who, when I said I'd been practicing since 1987, wasn't born. She was born in 1992.
Oh really?
Yes. That's when you know you're old.
Yeah, it's downhill. So thank you, people who are watching. We so appreciate you watching, and we're sorry that we've had all this wonderful tech problems tonight, but it is how it is. You know, sometimes tech works and sometimes it doesn't, right? So, but David, you are known for the good tech. I mean, in my world, you are known for the good tech, right? So my question is, since today is Ask Eden or Ask David or Ask Dan, and we're supposed to ask anything, right? Is, what do you do for your daytime job? We'll start easy.
I am a private tutor of physics and calculus in New Jersey.
Ooh.
Yes, he is. And you went to which schools? Go ahead, trumpet all your schools.
I got my Bachelor's of Science in Physics from Harvey Mudd College in Claremont, California. And then I got my PhD in Physics from Princeton University in Princeton, New Jersey.
Go Tigers.
I did my postdoctoral research at the University of California, San Francisco, where I was using physical sciences and quantitative sciences ways of doing mathematical modeling to try to think about cancer research and treatment in new ways.
And what was your GPA?
At Harvey Mudd, I think it was like 3.995 or something like that.
Okay, that's great. Thanks, David.
And
Thank
he
you
was
for
and he was disappointed. And his parents were like, "Where's the other .05?"
But did you also do music? Kind of
Yes,
during that
I
time?
did, and actually that's why I have a 3.995.
Because
That
The
damn
first
music.
semester of college, I overloaded and took too many classes. I did 21 credits, and then I also had a credit audited for chamber choir. The reason I have a 3.995 is that during my first semester of college, for the group voice lessons, I didn't practice enough, and I got an A-.
Damn music teacher.
No, but it's good because then I was free to take whatever classes I wanted to. There was no GPA to protect.
The silver lining.
all right, so but you
Oh,
are
I wish I'd known we had a math geek. I would have begged my nephew in Salt Lake to tune in.
you could ask him math questions and he
Yes.
would deliver. So is this a really busy time of year for you? I mean,
Yeah, it's a little. It here and then it'll be pretty busy around February or sometime around. That makes sense because AP exams are coming up
Yeah.
in May.
Okay, so you have like seasonal things. That's like a tax preparer, like
Yeah,
some
just
months
like
are
just
worse
like
than
just
others,
like
right?
March 14th is a big day for these guys.
Right. The Pride
Pi
of the
Day,
City.
Pi Day.
Pi
Oh,
Day.
yeah.
Actually, my student Robin, hi Robin, who's watching.
Oh, we do have a viewer.
We have a viewer, and Robin wrote. She was writing a song about Pi Day, actually. And so sometimes when I hear you sing and I talk to you, you remind me of Robin, because you're similar in terms of your interests and things like that. So, but David, also you sing. So even though music wrecks your GPA as it does for many of us, I would love to hear you sing something.
Okay.
This is kind of a weird thing. So what can we have you sing that I could kind of play for you? You are also on TikTok, right? You're on everything. And again, I'm sorry I can't run graphics for you tonight and show all this. So I may just like film this and then upload it and put all the graphics in. Because I did beautiful graphics, David.
I know.
Thanks.
Can you pull up the Facebook posting with the shameless plugs? Nothing?
It's just a question of how to overlay it on.
Oh, no. We'll crash something.
I think
Yeah.
I can do that. from
Yeah,
my
David
end.
can do it. I could probably send him to
Oh.
him. So he's more capable than I am at that. So anyway, but sing something for me.
Okay.
Let's do some singing. So you're on TikTok, and I saw this cute song you did on TikTok that you used to help your clients figure stuff out.
Yeah. So oh my gosh, why is this metronome here? Sorry. Yeah, technology. I think I'm gonna die and leave my body today. Anyway.
Really, it's bad for everybody. Even the tech gurus are having a hard time. So spare a thought for Elon Musk. No,
So
just kidding. Okay, keep going.
I tutor physics, and one of the common things that happens is that people don't know how to start the problem. They read a word problem and they're overwhelmed. So what you have to do is tell people you have to read the sentences phrase by phrase. You have to convert those phrases into small pieces of pictures, and then when you have a visual overview of the situation, you should draw a bar chart or a graph or something like that, and then you are ready to pick an equation out that you can algebraically analyze. Now, I know that's a lot to go over, so maybe we should go over that musically.
I think that's a great idea. Oh yeah,
Sorry, I don't
Okay.
have perfect pitch.
that's okay. You're in B minor.
Yeah. Read every clause, draw every figure, don't lose your place. Point with your finger each object in its environment. Sketch each detail in the problem statement. Which formula should I use here is not so great for problems that are unfamiliar. Multiple representations help insights be more blatant.
Arr,
Declare
that
your
sounds so good.
system and label your axes. Distinguish snapshot times with indices. Pick relevant physical quantities. Draw a graph, force diagram, or bar chart. Which formula should I use here is not so great for problems that are unfamiliar. Multiple representations help insights be more blatant. Seeing sketched quantities relate points to expressions that equate. The algebra comes when we wait rather than being impatient. Which formula should I use here is not so great for problems that are unfamiliar. Multiple representations help insights be more blatant. Which formula should I use here is not so great for problems that are unfamiliar. Multiple representations help insights be more blatant. Yay!
Of course, that is the calculus shanty by David Liao. Right? And I like how you really just, took that zeitgeist and made it yours. That was just great. So do you teach that to like your students?
Well, I actually kind of did when they need help. Sometimes I'll actually link that in there into their chat messages so they have that. And I'm not sure to what extent it helps, but maybe it helps in the sense of we should learn how to solve our problems methodically because there's a danger that if we don't, David is going to remind us by singing us that song.
Yes, he is correct.
It's music and it's a threat.
Yes.
That's my favorite kind. Threatening music.
And if that doesn't work, you break out the accordion, right?
Do you play instruments? You do.
I mean, I play the piano quite poorly.
Don't we all? Now, you do other things here with your tech as well. You use your tech with music.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
So, and now I'm saying this for the benefit of the camera. We have 3 people still watching, and so I think I am probably going to like record this and then like re-up it. So, but it means we get to ask ourselves a whole bunch of questions. So, we met through a group called the Transatlantics, right? And Soundjack. So we were using low latency, how would you explain low latency to a layman? What do you
Oh,
call it?
yes. Okay. If you are willing to connect your computer to your router using an Ethernet cable, you will sufficiently reduce the delay in transmission of sound that you and your friend can talk and sing together as though in the same room, separated by merely just 20 feet. So we can actually sing in rhythm.
Yeah, and we're using it tonight. We're using FarPlay as our
Amazingly.
connector. And amazing, that's the thing that didn't break. Literally every other piece of tech for both of us has had a bad day. So tech's allowed to have a bad day. So I'm using my iPhone for my camera because my Elgato brand died. I just like the cord seems to be dead. And I was going to use my beautiful MacBook Pro to get the blazing speed, but it wouldn't work. I think the dock broke or it's bad dock. So luckily there's this thing called Christmas. That I think I might, and Christmas is probably going to come in a week for me. I mean, really. It's
The time to buy it was Friday.
It was, yeah, I know. I missed all of the Black Friday sales. But you're a Mac person. I'm a Mac person, right?
I'm newly a Mac person as of like January-ish.
Really?
I guess that's not that new, but
It's
yeah.
not that new.
Oh my gosh, time flies so
It does
fast.
fly. It completely flies.
I'm a
And-
Mac person because of all you people with the low latency stuff who were always bad-mouthing the PCs.
Thanks,
Yeah,
Alex.
and all the Macs have failed, haven't they?
Yeah.
If you just had a PC, we'd be doing fine. You'd have overlay. We'd have everything.
So just so you know, I mean, you can make a graphic for it later because David makes fantastic graphics. I am using Ecamm Live as my main connector tonight. Ecamm is only going to YouTube because I couldn't get Restream to open. I couldn't get my browser to open on Restream, even though it worked earlier today. So I had to ditch it entirely, but also I had just loaded all the graphics for this show into Restream. So no graphics, but that's all right. And I'm too scared to like bring in graphics into Ecamm right now because I'm too afraid they're not going to work. So I'll figure something out. But they're pretty. So, I'm all Mac tonight. So it's Ecamm, and then I'm using FarPlay for our audio connection, thanks to you. And my microphones, thank God, all those came to be working. And I'm using my Scarlett Focusrite. So it's very circa 2021 for me to do all this on my desktop and everything, because that was what I first used when I live stream. And when I first found out about low latency, right, that's what we were using. So you and I met up with our friend Alexander Careau, who invented SoundJack, which is this fantastic low latency app, and it saved a lot of us in the pandemic. And he's still using SoundJack. So you just recently did a really cool concert with Alex and all of his buddies, right?
Yes.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so the SoundJack is under a research project called Fast Music, and Fast Music is funded by this, I think, like German state level research project, and that project was just recently concluded. They had some celebration dinner, so as a SoundJack low latency demonstration there, Alex organized some choir members from a jazz choir in Leipzig. And someone from Dortmund's university, some people there, I think there was someone else, and me, someone from Pennsylvania, and we all got to sing for their dinner celebration. You could actually hear the glasses and the dishware clinking in the background.
You were dinner theater.
And I felt like I was actually singing in the restaurant or the cafeteria hall over there in Dresden in Germany while I was singing here in New Jersey.
And what did you sing?
Oh, Caramel and Hallelujah. This time the technology actually survived and we got through Hallelujah without it dying.
It did? Let's do a little bit of it. What key you're in? Probably G?
The one with, yes, and I don't remember any of the words. I can do
I heard there was a secret chord
that David played and it pleased the Lord.
Thank you. You don't
Something,
really
something.
care for
Music, do ya?
We're together. It goes
Like this, the fourth, the fifth,
the minor fall,
and the major lift,
the baffled king
composing Hallelujah. 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 Hallelujah.
That's enough of that song. Thank you,
Yes.
Leonard Cohen. That was great. So, but we're doing this through FarPlay, which is one of the other ways to connect. So you use SoundJack, and you had 20 people.
Yeah, we had, I forget exactly how many, but with all the jazz choir and all the other volunteers, it was like singing in a choir. Alex routed our voices to different places so it was in stereo, and you were surrounded by the other people you were singing with.
That is so cool. And I had a clip to show of it. Oh, okay. I'm going to do that. I'm going to like edit this out and just put those clips in. I think that's what we'll do.
I could hold the iPad up to the
Go ahead. We have 3 people watching.
Yeah, only 2 now, right?
Yeah, we're down to 3 or 2. I don't know. Thanks for sticking with us. And I'm one of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, really.
Oh, I can at least show the picture.
Please show the
It says
picture.
yeah.
I'll do like a big edit thing. That's how I'm going to do it.
That is not the right one. That's
So,
great.
Yeah. Because I think really, yeah, without having Restream, it's just been one hell of a thing. Ooh, that's a nice iPad.
Oh. here we
There
go.
he is. Look at that picture. Look at that. Did you make that graphic?
Yeah.
You did. You're so cool.
Let me see.
So David, for your tutoring, right? It's 15till.com. Oh yeah, look at that.
Can
There
you
they
hear it?
all are. I can't hear it. Oh, I hear a little bit.
Okay.
I hear it now.
If I adjust the microphone.
Yeah, yeah. I hear it just very slightly. There it is. Ooh, now I hear better. Ooh, I like it. And that's people from basically all over the world,
Yeah.
all performing while Germans have dinner. I mean, really, we've come a long way. Hey, musicians play for dinner all the time. Why shouldn't we play cyber? dinners, right? And that's just so cool.
That should lead us to a shameless plug for Sing for Your Dinner, right?
Sing for your dinner. You sound great, guys. You really do. It's awesome. Yeah, and I love that song. It's a great song. David, congratulations. That was awesome. I was out in Arizona when you were doing that, and my tech was not reliable, so I just thought, maybe not good. So you do the physics, you do the calculus, you do 15 tail, where you make all these really cool graphics. Like, do you want to? I don't know if you can screen share.
Yeah.
You can show us your website.
I'm going to try something that's a little risky.
Okay. If not, I'll be right here.
Okay.
We'll
my
do
God!
a
I hope it was
tribute
the
to
right
Christine McVie
Right,
while
we
he
can do
logs
a
back
tribute,
on.
yeah, exactly. If that happens, we're fine.
one. I'm gonna add.
Because we roll with current
We
events.
do roll with
Video
current
capture
events.
device.
I
Add
actually brought.
existing this thing.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. So I was going to see how that went. And I have a special parody to sing from our friend Robin.
Okay.
So I know, keep checking. It's all right. So Dan, I get to ask you a question now.
Sure.
All right, so Dan, what is the best place to go to eat in Providence after a theater show?
Oh, after a theater show?
Yeah, okay, before and after.
Okay, so our favorite place is to go to Palo because they give us a nice big table and it's tapas and it's just wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
But Providence is loaded with amazing restaurants.
This is good. So when we do Dan's, restaurant minute.
I need to line up sponsors. This is a
Right,
chance for me to get
tapas.
free food.
This is right. This is true, actually. All right, so now before you continue your restaurant
Yes.
review, friends, this is David's site, 15till.com. So it's a wonderful combination. Right, David?
Yeah.
So you can, if you're interested in low latency, he has wonderful graphics to help you determine which low latency is right for you. And I send people to your site all the time.
Oh my gosh! Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
There are pictures here, so you can use them for. Okay, there are a couple things you probably want to do if you're trying to get yourself on low latency, or if you're trying to get like a choir on low latency.
Mm-hmm.
And remember, besides all the technology, all the music is made by people.
Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna have to probably inspire them and let them know what this can actually do. There's a web page that you can get to by clicking on Inspire, and it will show you the story that we had in the New Jersey Gay Men's Chorus, getting this technology to work so that
Was it as hard as tonight?
yes, actually, this tonight is not the worst. It's not the worst we've had.
So you take the time to get all of those people actually on.
Yes.
That's so wonderful.
And so once you can look at this and see what our story in our choir was like.
Mm-hmm.
You might want to actually, understand the technology. So there's actually this poster here that explains basic things like, how does a microphone work? When you make sounds, you cause the molecules of air nearby to vibrate, causing a mechanical diaphragm in the microphone to vibrate, generating fluctuating voltage signals that are captured by a USB audio interface.
And you could turn that into a blues.
Yeah, turning that into a series of zeros and ones called a bit stream that is then sent to the sender's computer. So there's like all this information here.
Turn it into a blues, damn it.
Yes.
What's the beginning? You do the first one.
I get okay. I have to adjust the volume a little so I can hear you better.
Okay.
Just a moment.
Go ahead and just do the first line. I'll do the second one.
Okay, cool. You want to get your audio on the internet?
Well, David's got you covered.
All you have to do is go to 15till.com.
That's the place to go.
When you want to get ready. And do you know why it's called 15till.com? Does anyone know?
I don't know. Please tell me.
Do you know how many issues? Do you know how many issues I've run into
How many?
with people coming into the sessions real late
Oh, really?
and they don't remember to put their headphones on?
Uh-huh.
So the advice is to tell them to start their setup 15 minutes early.
Wow.
That's why the website's called 15till.com. That's why.
Ah.
Well done. Okay, that is adorable. That is adorable.
And it's short, and it makes the URLs that I share short. So.
That's really great. That's important. That's really important. All right, so you have this wonderful site. You help many of the singers in the New Jersey Gay Men's Chorus kind of make sure that they have low latency set up so you can do sectionals, right?
Yeah.
That's how you use it.
Yeah,
Usually?
so during the main part of the pandemic, sure, we were using it actually like close to weekly in little small groups of 5, 6, 7, 8. And one time we had, I think, 11 people at 10 households.
Mm-hmm.
But we still use it now, even though the chorus has gone back to in-person rehearsing.
Mm-hmm.
There's a friend, another member of the chorus, and we still rehearse like twice a week on our own on SoundJack on low latency stuff because this might not be like common knowledge, but in a community chorus, sometimes it happens that, people kind of forget what was taught in the week intervening between consecutive rehearsals.
Do they now? Yeah, has that ever happened to you? Where Dan's going, yes.
You're talking about. I can't remember what we did the last time we practiced. All right, come on.
Yes, this happens a lot where people kind of forget what they did in the practice.
So
If
now
only there was something they could do.
I get on SoundJack or low latency stuff with this other guy, maybe like once on Tuesday, once on Friday night.
Mm-hmm.
And we can rehash stuff, we can like remember stuff, and because you're working in a smaller group, it's less stressful. You can actually take the time out to go like, no, it's up here, join me up here. Okay, now go down here. Okay, join me down here. Okay, go back. And you can do all of that like very stuff.
You're a saint, David.
And you know what else you can do because it's low latency audio?
What?
It's not just like on Zoom where, everyone has to mute themselves and you have this internal death of like, okay, fine, I pretend that I'm here and I pretend I'm participating, but I'm totally not. I'm dying. I'm dying emotionally. It's like just exhausting. No, I can now like, I can hear whoever's there and we can tell whether you're counting correctly.
Basically, you can't hide from low latency.
Yeah.
Low latency can hide from you, but you can't hide from it.
I can hear 1, 2, 3, I hear 4. I can tell you, no, don't breathe there. Or if you do, just drop the note and come back later.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I like that.
Isn't that's what it's good for. So I've had some success using it. I haven't used it a lot lately. But for this project I'm doing, the 70s showcase.
Oh, let's hype it.
Let's hype it. I'm going to use some of this in order to help get our clients together. So I'm just trying to figure out, can I actually show anything? I don't know if I can show anything from it. I'm going to, God help me. Nope, not that. Okay. I don't know how to show it in the eCam because I wasn't set up. I was set up to do it in Restream and not in eCam. So alas, I still have stuff here left over from like Peacedale Hayride. That's really something. Yeah, I can't show a damn thing. So what I'll probably end up doing is, I'm just going to edit this and then put all the visuals in on top of it. I know how to use like Mac, like Final Cut Pro. I use that tons. All right, I was using that today, as a matter of fact. Maybe I fried my computer. I don't know. But we're doing the 70s showcase.
Yes, we are.
On January 7th, 2023 at Pump House Music Works. It will be live and live streamed. Have you ever sung country music, David? Or 70s songs?
Oh, maybe. Oh, yeah, 70s songs.
What's your favorite 70s song?
Man, I don't remember any of the words.
Because you weren't alive during the 70s like we were.
It was close. I was born in the early 80s.
Okay.
So that means you weren't alive in the 80s.
What's the California Dreamin'?
That's like 1968?
Is that?
And the sky is gray.
Is gray.
La la. Nobody remembers on a winter's day.
On a winter's day.
Yeah, that's the 60s, Mamas and Papas.
That's the
song,
60s?
isn't it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not very clear about time back then. Sorry.
Well, Dan and I are. We are really clear about time.
Yes, we are.
Dan is going to be in the 70s showcase where we're singing a whole bunch of 70s tunes and everybody's in rehearsal right now. And then in January we meet with the band. And I think instead of the evening show, I think we're just going to live stream the rehearsal so people can kind of see a little bit of what it's like. So, but if we have as many tech problems as we have tonight, we're not live streaming the damn rehearsal. So Dan is playing a Proud Papa.
Yes.
And so there's 7 characters in this. And so there's actually a little bit of a story to make the songs make sense. So just like my friend, my close, dear personal friend, Seth Rudetsky, I never met him. Just like Seth Rudetsky, who does Disaster and all of those wonderful 70s tributes, this is my version of it. All right, so this is a perfect song, David, for right now, because this is a Ringo Starr song. It was 1973.
Oh, we do that one. Yeah, it was 72 or 3.
Uh-huh. So, it's called It Don't Come Easy. I'll let you in, yeah. Ready, and don't you pay your dues?
Oh, we're gonna miss the beginning.
Oh, it don't come easy.
You know it don't come easy.
Oh,
it don't come easy.
like tech.
You know it don't come easy. Got to pay your dues if you want to sing the blues. And you know it don't come easy. You don't have to shout or leap about. You can even play them easy. Forget about the past and all your sorrow. The future won't last. It will be your tomorrow. Don't ask for much, I only want your trust. And you know it don't come easy. This love of mine keeps growing all the time. And you know it just ain't easy. Open up your heart, let's come together. Use a little love and we'll make it work out better.
Instrumental break, we're not going to worry about it. We're going to come back around a minute. Ready? Here we go.
You gotta pay your dues if you want to sing the blues. And you know it don't come easy. You don't have to shout or leap about. You can even play them easy.
Yes! So he's saying, giving advice to his kids.
Yes. They don't want to do the work. They don't want to do the work. They just want the fame. They're young and gorgeous, and that's what happens.
Fame, I'm gonna live forever.
Irene Cara.
We love you. We miss you. Yes, and then today we also lost beautiful Christine McVie.
Oh my God.
From Fleetwood Mac.
Yes.
Have you heard of them, David?
I've heard of them.
Okay, thank God.
Probably safe to say he never saw them live, huh?
No, I never got to see Fleetwood Mac live.
Oh, really?
Either. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Completely bummed about that. But I did find a song, so. For you, there'll be no more crying. It's called Songbird. For you, the sun will be shining, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's right. And the songbirds keep singing like they know. And I love you, I love you, I love you, like never before. Yeah, you miss her already, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we totally do. I would give the world to you. I'd never be cold. Is that right? I think, yeah. And then we're going to admit the second time, 'cause I feel that when I'm with you, it's alright. I know it's alright. And the songbirds keep singing like they know. And I love you, I love you, I love you, like never before, like never before, like never before. That was for Christine. Yes.
Everybody's posting that online right now.
Yeah, that was one of her best. But she wrote so many great songs. So, and she was like the soft, beautiful part of Fleetwood Mac.
And Stevie Nicks was raw and
Stevie Nicks was like Cher. She's like a blonde Cher. Not in terms of like bad voice. Well, actually, Cher and Stevie Nicks do have some vocal similarities. Just a little bit. Think about it. Can you imagine Stevie Nicks doing the Sonny Bono one? I Got You, Babe?
I Got You, Babe.
Yeah, I can. It's our love won't pay.
Yeah, I was going to say, if
Yeah.
you had a little Carol Channing to it, because she had that deep, raspy voice. But
Yeah.
sure.
I'm not crazy about Stevie Nicks' voice, but I'm crazy about Christine.
I don't know. I was a
voice.
teenage boy in the 70s.
And
I'm
you like
crazy
Stevie
about
Nicks.
Stevie Nicks'
Yeah,
voice.
Yeah. So, yeah, she's good, and she's still around, which is good. So, but yeah, so we've educated you, and you've heard of Fleetwood Mac. That's very good, David. I'm glad. You can educate, your choir about her if they don't know. So there's another 70s song that's pretty well known. Let's see if you can name this tune. Who can name it? David will not be able to name it, so Dan, this is on you.
All right.
Can you name that tune?
Oh, my God.
He knows it. He's
if
thinking.
a picture lasts 1,000 words.
Yeah. This is the softest of
I honestly
softest
love you.
rock.
Yeah, I honestly love you. Yeah.
I always loved the song, but it was the first time somebody had ever written, or I'd heard a song about the end of the world. And it was like, it also terrified me to listen to the song in the 70s because I thought, oh, it's going to happen tomorrow, right? So, but the words are actually really pretty. If a picture paints 1,000 words, then why can't I paint you? The words would never show the you I've come to know. If a face can launch 1,000 ships, then why can't I launch you? Or something like that. But basically, it's using all these metaphors, right? So I asked our friend Robin.
Oh.
Because I knew you were coming on, David. And I knew that you like to do things that are kind of literal, right? I mean, because you're in the world of calculus and physics, and Robin is in the world of civil engineering. And one of Robin's best songs was about how many cookies Santa Claus ate on Christmas Eve, and she calculated it.
Oh, my God. It's an amazing video, too. She did the images.
Yeah, so it's basically, does Santa have a tummy ache, where she calculated the amount of cookies and milk that Santa did on Christmas Eve. So I said, hey, the song If, I was looking through all the 70s stuff, and I said, I would like to know what would happen if the things described in the song If by Bread actually happened. Can you explain to me what would happen? And can you write it kind of in the style of If? And an hour later, she sent me this. If a picture paints 1,000 words, here's why I can't paint you. The meaning's lost, entering your black hole. If a face could launch 1,000 ships, I'd find myself a boat to get away from you. Don't see what else to do. And when my love for life has run aground, I'd throw myself into the sea. If a man could be two places at one time, I'd split in two. Provisions would be made so half could get away. If the world should stop revolving, we'd all fall off and we'd die. Ending my time with you, we finally would be through. Then separately, each breath would leave our lungs, and I'd find peace as my body drifts away.
God, that's dark.
Oh.
That's
There you
morbidly romantic. I just love that.
The literal version of If by Robin Dyer.
Oh.
That's
We do have a performer in that 70s show that could make that song her own.
we could actually. I just love this on its own. Nobody does a parody of this song, and I'm just so glad she did. And you would probably do a great job of it too. But David, I want you to play Sounds Like a Song. So now we have nobody in the chat because tonight is a bad night for everybody. So.
Oh, let's go to the show flow and pick
We're gonna
stuff
go to
out
the show
that we
floor and
didn't
pick
that we
stuff
didn't do.
Right? We didn't do trivia. We didn't do jack crap tonight.
We didn't even do a
But
cold open.
We
Nothing.
didn't do a cold open. Nope, we didn't do anything. I'm just gonna have you on again when all the tech works, and we'll do it all again. But
Oh, you've got some thoughts here, huh?
okay, let's give him one.
All right, David, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Let's start him off with worst job he ever had.
Just sing about.
Oh
the worst
my
job you
God.
ever had.
Wait, they get tougher, let me tell you.
There was one time I went to tutor a student of algebra. But when I left that place, I had fewer clean socks because it was the worst job I ever had. Because I stepped in their dog's doo-doo.
Oh!
And when the mama was cleaning the dog's doo-doo from the very expensive carpet, it was really, really expensive, I found out there was something I should not have asked.
Which was?
She was on all fours, scrubbing and scrubbing, and she told me that the dog was the comfort animal of the daughter. So I asked, if that's really if the dog is actually the comfort animal of the daughter, then why are you the one who's cleaning the mess?
Oh, bad choice.
Then I saw the expression on her face that told me I should never have asked that question, and I never will again.
So that was your last tutoring session with that client.
I did tutor with them again, but the look on that face was just like, ooh, okay, don't ask that question.
All right, tutoring with dog crap, that wins. That's a pretty good worst job
It's
ever.
happened twice. There was another house where I just stepped in it, and like I asked them, what is this? It's brown, and the daughter just said, oh, I think that's a redacted dog's name.
Right.
And then I'm like, ew.
Because the dog might sue, is that?
And
there's no
apparently-
reason to redact. Dogs have no legal standing. Go right ahead.
It was the first time they had, I think it was maybe one of the first times they had let the dog be overnight in the house unattended. So apparently it was like stale and had probably been sitting there for hours. It was really gross because it went
it's
through the
gross.
sock.
Oh my God! They give.
David, you've
Most
killed
dog
me.
owners are not that bad.
That's
There's something
true.
wrong with
That's
them.
very
Yes,
true.
you
Dan,
should have supported dogs called dog services.
What was your worst job?
I've got to say,
Mm-hmm.
even my worst jobs I enjoyed. Oh, I got my worst job is I worked for a couple of weeks on a job site, building, framing a building.
Okay.
And the first week wasn't so bad. The first couple of days wasn't bad. And then we got to the second floor, and everybody's walking like on 2x4s, carrying tools. And I kept thinking, I'm gonna fall and die. That was about it.
But there was no dog shit.
Oh no, dog shit.
Good,
You
right.
kidding? No, I don't mind dog shit. I got dogs. They shit everywhere. It's fine. What's the problem?
You just thought you were gonna die?
I literally was. You ready?
Yeah.
It starts to pour, and the wind is howling, and I'm like, are we gonna get? We're now working on the third floor. There's no floors, and they're like, these guys are still working the crew. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, that's it. I'm out of here. I climbed down the ladder, got in my car, and never to go back to the job site again. It was just horrible. And the little side to that was, it was in New Bedford, Massachusetts. We had to go to, and they were building this house a half a block from Big Dan's bar.
Big Dan's Bar?
Big Dan's bar.
That sounds like a song unto itself.
Big Dan's Bar is the movie that Jodie Foster made a movie about. Some woman stumbles into a bar
and she
and
was
they
attacked.
gang rape her.
Yeah, that was right there. Okay.
That's where I'm building this house. And
Ew.
sidebar, one of the guys I'm doing the build job with
Uh-huh.
later went on to become the chief of police in the town that I grew up in. Isn't that bizarre? And we both talk about that horrible job across the street from Big
That
Dan's
is
whenever
a
we talk to each other.
snake
So,
bit
so I
job.
did have a really bad job.
Yeah. Totally.
Man, I had other jobs that people would think were horrible, but I really love them. My first job not working for my family was Baskin and Robbins scooping ice cream.
That sounds like
Loved
a
it.
delightful job.
Loved it, you know?
David, have you ever done food service jobs?
No.
You've been lucky.
So after that, I went to work at McDonald's. I'm a senior at a private prep school, but I'm working at a McDonald's on Thayer Street, which doesn't exist anymore in Brown Campus. And at the end of the summer, the manager comes over to me and says, "You are phenomenal. Why are you going to waste your time going to college? We'll send you to Hamburger U and give you your own store before you're 18 years old." I'm like, I'm going to college, brother. Had I done that, I'd be retired with an amazing pension by now, though.
You don't need that lawyer degree. Just come work at McDonald's. That probably worked on people.
I didn't even know there was a Hamburger U.
Yeah.
There is a Hamburger
There's a
U.
Hamburger U.
Yeah, they're going to send me to Hamburger U.
I have been a waitress, but my weirdest job, my best weirdest job, was for 3 weeks. I worked as a supervisor of a bunch of juvenile delinquents at the Ohio State Fair.
Oh my God.
3 weeks, because that's how long the fair used to be. It went on forever because it was like the biggest state fair in the union, right? But what they did is they had a bunch of kids who were in trouble with the law, had to be supervised as they picked out trash. So they hired people like me to supervise people like them. So I would ride around in a golf cart all day, smelling all the seafood and all the fried butter. Then I would go find the juvenile delinquents who were hiding with the cows.
What are they doing with the cows?
Sleeping it off. They were not doing anything bad with the cows.
No, they were hiding. As
They
in,
were hiding.
I'm sorry, I
No one would
processed that
find
they were
them there.
sleeping with the cows.
Oh no, yeah.
no.
So they would have to report in the morning and go and clean up litter or whatever, and then they would go missing, and so we'd have to ride around in a golf cart and go find out where they were and make them work. That was the job I had. I was called. I had a great title.
You're lucky you didn't get cut.
I'm lucky I didn't get cut. Here I am, college girl, right?
Yeah.
And these are all teenagers and things. But I was called a litter ranger supervisor. Litter ranger. That's what the kids were called, litter rangers, right? They're like rangers, but they take care of litter. And then the supervisor is me, right? And there were 4 of us, and we were all going to college. And so they just hired us for 3 weeks. It was the last job I could have because I knew I was going to college right away, so I would quit everything else. So I did that. And my dad thought it was the funniest job I ever had. He still has my badge because he loved the title so much.
I did have a job like that.
You did?
Yeah, I got in trouble in high school, and they made me come in on Saturdays and trim the bushes and clean stuff. Yeah, along with the other kids who got themselves in trouble.
The juvenile delinquents.
And we became very friendly. I'm still friendly with some of them now. It backfired on all of them.
Have you ever taught a juvenile delinquent, David?
I might have.
Probably.
I
You give them
don't.
the same physics advice.
We
you
don't
give to
call
everybody
them
else.
delinquents
That's
anymore.
true. We don't call them that. We call them
They're
seniors.
They're trouble children.
They're trouble. All right, let's give them another one.
Another what? Oh, David?
Yeah. How
I don't
about-
know. We're going to go
Give
personal?
them a best.
We're going to
yeah.
give them personal?
Okay, David, we're going to give you one little personal.
Best date you ever went on?
Oh. Okay. So I'll tell you, I guess, about like how I let my boyfriend of many years now know that I liked him.
I want to hear.
The New Jersey Gay Men's Chorus performs gigs in the area. And when we went to Philadelphia one year, I was sitting at the dinner table, and so were the rest of the course members. And we started chatting, and then I don't know what came over me. I had really bad self-control, and I just jumped up on him and kissed him right in front of everyone.
Yes!
Wow.
Initiative. He didn't sue you.
No.
Okay, good.
But there was like, I could hear from the audio around, I could hear someone going like, whoa, you two, get a room. So then I stopped, I looked up, and I was like, oh,
Maybe he doesn't like me the way I like him. Were you at all worried about that?
I'd be petrified.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd be doing that.
I think I might have blanked out, but I think I said sorry. And then he said, I liked it.
Ah!
And then I said I liked it too.
Oh, you got saved. I mean,
And then there was an awkward pause.
and you both tell that story to everybody.
The way it's told is that I mauled him.
David, I'm learning.
A lucky
interesting
bastard,
things
let me
about
tell
you.
you.
This is awesome. Well, you must have. I mean, you're
That-
not a predator. You must have thought there was a little
I
something.
mean, because I had chatted with him a little bit before.
You
But
had
yeah.
precedent.
Now, just to
right?
be clear, that was an example of a good date.
Well, let's go the other way.
Okay, bad day.
Bad date.
Are you get a minor
It's a-
key? Minor key. For
Yeah,
Bad day.
because it's sad, right?
Okay.
So there was this other guy I was interested in before. And I had really bad social skills then, kind of like now. So I sent him an email
Oh no.
to find out whether he was interested.
Oh no.
And the email said, basically, are you gay? Because like I actually tried to find out from other people, but honestly, no one has any idea what your sexual orientation is.
And you put it in an email.
Yes,
A nice traceable email.
yes. So I found out that I wasn't supposed to do that because later on, when he walked by me in the hallway, he did this.
Oh.
Wah wah.
Oh.
Screw him.
Screw him. But don't screw him.
Oh,
He's
sorry.
not
I didn't want to use the other word.
Yeah, yeah.
he's
that's right.
not
There might be a child watching.
You're obviously ended up with who you're supposed to be with.
Yes.
And that's great. So
I
what-
met him through the chorus, and we were like together, depending on how you count, right? Because some people go by Facebook anniversary dates.
Yeah.
Since summer of 2008.
Oh my gosh. That is a long-term relationship.
Yes.
That's great.
His name is Leland.
Hi, Leland.
Yeah. He can't be here tonight. He was very excited, but he has a chorus rehearsal with another chorus.
Another chorus.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
busy around here.
Separate
Yeah.
choruses.
So, I mean,
It's the key to a good relationship.
right,
Separate choruses.
Very true. Very true. Like, does he sing the same part? Does he sing bass? What does he sing?
Yes and no.
Oh.
So,
Yes and
when I first met him, I think we were both singing baritone.
Oh,
Th-
yeah.
Yeah, and then like he got moved up to tenor 2 and I got moved down eventually to bass. I think it's more like, what was needed for the balance.
Always.
I don't think I'm actually a bass even though I sing in that section.
Yeah, I mean, listening to your speaking voice, I don't hear. I mean, I think you can do bass, but
Yeah.
it's not your home bass.
I can do
right?
it, but yeah.
Right. You're more.
I'm
baritone.
happier. Oh,
You're
that's-
really, yeah, you're like a low tenor,
Yeah,
right? Yeah.
somewhere in the cracks.
Somewhere
A low tenor.
But you have a love of choral music together, which is
Yes.
awesome. That's really good. And how about, does he like physics and calculus too?
Not that I know of. He has a degree in, I think it's like political science.
Too far away.
Yeah,
right?
look at how aware I am of other details of people. I don't do a good job of
I don't
keeping
know
up
what my
with
boyfriend
family
got
and
his
stuff.
degree in, but I know what
But I know
when
what
to
size
get it.
shirt he wears.
Yeah, I know what he
What to
sings.
buy him for a gift.
Yeah. You know the important stuff, David. I mean, really. So that's awesome. All right, so one more sounds like a song. I want to hear you. Actually, I want to hear you sing one more thing too.
Oh yeah.
So we're gonna do that one. All right. So let's give him. Shameless plugs. Do you want to do a shameless
yeah.
plug and sing your shameless plugs?
Yes.
you get them
let's
all
see.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hold on.
that's fine. Yeah, take your time. So
I hope this works. Oh my God, the
I know, it's
technology is gonna make me
stressful.
die.
and David.
Oh,
Ta-da.
yes.
I'll give you the song.
Okay.
Shameless plugs, shameless
Shameless
plugs.
plugs.
If he is in it, you want to go see it.
Shameless plugs.
These shameless plugs are brought to you by David and 15till.com.
Yay!
Go for it. Tell me everything on your shameless plugs.
Come to the New Jersey Gay Men's Choruses concert, Merry Everything, at 3 dates at 3 sites. Sunday, December 4th at 4 p.m. in Maplewood. Saturday, December 10th at 8 p.m. in Asbury Park. And Sunday, December 11th at 4 p.m. in Cranberry. and sign up to join the Holidays Jamulus session. Join other Harvey Mudd College alumni and friends to sing your favorite classics together on Jamulus Friday, December 16th at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, 5:30 p.m. PST. And now back to you.
Shameless plugs. So tell me, you use Jamulus sometimes too?
Yeah.
So we really should write a song that has all of them in it. But there's Soundjack, Farplay, Jamulus, Jam Kazam, Aloha, Jack Trip. Anything else? Am I forgetting anything else?
There's a Lola, which is a thing by, like, I think Italian researchers.
Yes.
And they, like, what's it called? Like, take out all the stops or something. Like, was it where you, like, they do not compromise on anything to get the best latency, so I think nothing's compressed. And do you know what happens when you get all the equipment you need to do everything uncompressed and with best latency?
You're bankrupt?
It costs $14,000.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's why. So low latency is within your grasp if your grasp is gold. But we both know that probably over the next few years, it's going to get better and better and better. And that's one reason why I keep on doing this, even with the massive tech fails we had, is because I believe in this technology, and I think it's really important.
I don't want to scare people or manipulate them into doing things that they don't want to do. But, you know, sometimes I think about it when people have trepidations about using this stuff, especially if you're a music professional. Sometime down the line in the next 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 years, a lot of other people are going to be doing it. And wouldn't you want to be the one who introduced your students to this, as opposed to the alternative being your students find out 5 years later, wait, this existed and my teacher that I had at that time didn't show me how to use it?
That's right.
Well, your students aren't going to say that.
Nope, my students can all say she introduced me to that, and I hated her for it. That's fine. I don't mind. I love how we're all color-coded.
I know, the colors, it looks really nice.
It's very Advent-y. Of course, I'm talking to the Jew here, and
I know what an Advent is.
Okay, he knows about Advent.
I went to a Catholic college.
That's true. He's fine.
I'm an atheist, but I did go to church music camp because I grew up in the church. So I understand there are like candles or something, and they get like lit in the different weeks, and it's the season leading up to like Christmas, I think. Is that right? Is it like something?
Yeah.
Probably related to like some enunciation or something. I don't remember exactly how this works.
You know a lot for an atheist. Congratulations. Yeah, but basically purple is the color for the month.
Oh, yeah.
And so it's not red and green, it's purple.
That makes sense. It's royal.
Yes.
Because King Jesus, right?
King Jesus.
Yeah.
And then it also shows up again right before Easter, the weeks before Easter, called Lent.
Yes,
so, but I just think
slowly.
it's funny how we all kind of independently chose
It
this.
looks really nice.
It looks really nice.
Well, the Cardinals always wear
Cardinals wear the red.
the red, and
the people.
The Episcopal ones wear the purple. Someone wears purple robes.
Episcopalians. Yeah, actually, bishops. Bishops can also wear purple, and archbishops. So, anyway, we look fabulous. So, let's sing a song that talks about what you do when you have no clothes on. Of course, I'm talking about Rubber Ducky.
Boy, that took a turn. But
I like David's version of it, so I want him to sing that, and then he's going to sing our goodbye song because he said he wanted to be able to sing it with us. So we're actually going to do it.
What's our goodbye song?
It's the Goodnight Irene.
Oh,
we're
okay.
We're going to sing it live.
No, I'm looking at this other list. I'm like, okay. That's not our goodbye song.
Right. No. All right. So, I'm guessing you're in G. I think you're in G.
It's the... Oh, crap. My piano turned off. Okay, well, it's whatever it is.
Yeah, that's all right.
If it's too high, I will sing very high.
Awesome. Yep. So where did you do this song? You said you know this song, but where'd you do it?
So in the New Jersey Gay Men's Chorus, let me rephrase. I started out with a background in college doing chamber choir and stuff, so like, Pergo Lacey and friends.
Yeah.
And in the New Jersey Gay Men's Chorus, they introduced me to, apparently there were other forms of music that were made like in the centuries after that.
Just a few.
So we had a cabaret, and the person leading the cabaret, fabulous drag performer, inspired me to do things that I did not know how to do before, including this song, well, in this way anyway. And also, he taught me, apparently it looks better. I used to like just wear loose clothing because wearing sweats is just so comfortable. Yeah. Did you know it looks better if you wear clothes that fit?
That's what every man has told me. Every man should tell you too. But yes, things that fit, that show off your physical shape are very nice. Okay, so you learned this song from a drag queen who wore good clothing?
Yes, and made me learn to wear good clothing too.
Okay, so gave you a makeover.
Yes.
That's awesome. So this is dedicated to the drag queen who gave David a makeover and taught him how to do this song in a really cool way.
Thank you, Joe, please. Rubber ducky, you're the one. You make bath time lots of fun. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you. Oh, Dio, rubber ducky, joy of joys. When I squeeze you, I make noise. Rubber ducky, you're my very best friend, it's true. Oh, every day when I make my way to the tubby, I don't know what key I'm in.
That's all right.
I find a little fella who's cute and yellow and chubby. Rubber-dubber-dubby. Rubber ducky, you're so fine. And I'm lucky that you're mine. Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you.
Bring it home!
Rubber ducky, I'm awfully fond of you.
Oh, that's a good open mic song.
That's a good open mic. Yeah, that is a really good
That's a
open mic
good open mic
song.
song.
You could go to any place and do that.
Yes.
Go to Jim Crusoe's cast party and do that in New York. Okay, that's a good one. I think my friend Rod Ferguson has done that, but I think he does it not like you. That's unique.
That is tamed down.
That's
The video reference I was shown by the person who taught me to sing it more like that involved pieces of apparel being removed.
oh, awesome.
Oh, I understand.
So kind of a little enthusiast. Right.
It's like I don't know what the TV mature audiences or whatever block is on this this show, so I don't know if
yeah.
We're on the internet.
That's
There
right.
is no maturity.
You have pretty purple on. You can keep
You
it
can
on.
do whatever
we'll,
you want,
We'll
yeah.
just use our imagination. It's okay. All right, we have come now actually to the end of our show tonight. So, but David, you got to do Sounds Like a Song, and you were hilarious. And you sang a Rubber Ducky song, and you sang a sea shanty about
tutoring and
Tutoring and
solving
calculus.
physics problems.
It's great. That made me so damn happy. And you helped me solve many, many tech problems before we went on the air.
No one has any idea what happened in the hours before this.
No one. And that time has passed. That ship has left the plane.
At the end of the day, no one's hurt. We're moving on.
And no one's watching.
It was still fun.
Nobody. It's thundering silence out there.
Thundering silence at it. Seriously. So we'll have to have you on again.
There are like two people
There are like
connected.
two
I don't know who
people.
they are.
Yeah, one of them's Eden.
One of them's Eden.
Oh, there's a text message.
Oh, good.
Robin Dyer says shit happens.
Thank you,
Yes.
Robin. We
Yes.
agree.
We
Yes.
love you, Robin. Thank you so
Feces
much.
are produced.
Yes. Oh, she's talking? Because I haven't seen I can't see the chat even. It's really just like computers today, not my friends. Not my friends.
It's a good thing we don't rely on this.
Well, I
for
hope she didn't log off
life-saving
before we
things.
sang her wonderful song.
That's okay. I'll send it to her anyway.
Okay.
And she, I was going to promote too. She has she's an artist as well, Robin. So in addition to writing parodies of If, she also has some really cool stuff on redbubble.com. So I'll put all those links up. And David, we'll have you on again when the tech is not crazy.
Okay.
So, oh yeah, she said, I heard. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thanks, Robin. We're having a time tonight. It's been bad. But you now get to do what we don't do with anybody because I don't have this is perfect. You planned this.
Oh,
didn't
we don't have the credit rolling thing.
you? I don't have the credits rolling because I can't get into Restream because something has happened to the space-time continuum.
Copyright Oyster Farm Productions.
That's
which
right.
is
That's my
the-
husband's thing is Oyster Farm, actually. So, but mine is Greenhouse Entertainment Group.
Oh, yeah.
So, same diff.
We'll find out whether the edition I have has the lyrics that you use.
Oh, it's really quick. It's just Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
Oh, I see. Okay, I get it.
Oh,
Okay.
so we're
I
just
gotta
going to
do.
sing that phrase.
We're just going to
Okay.
sing that part.
Okay, yeah.
Okay? You want to do the beginning?
Let's see. What's
I've done this song before.
I might have a
The
different
Grateful Dead
version.
do it sometimes too.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
We did it at Kathy Andriosi's house. Everybody!
Irene, good night. Irene, good night. Good night, Irene. Good night, Irene. I'll see you in my dreams.
There. Was that fun?
Good night, everybody.
Pretend there were credits.
Yeah, right.
Roll
Credits,
credits, folks.
Next week is Kathy Glickman live from Chicago, assuming that the space-time continuum works. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you later. Good night.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, David.